Two highly experienced lifesavers, Ross Powell and his son Andy, were attempting to rescue a tourist washed out to sea near the 12 Apostles. Tragically, their rescue boat capsized in rough seas, killing them both. Miraculously, the third member of their crew and the tourist were eventually winched to safety.
All the crew on the boat that day were noted sea people. They knew what they were doing. It was just a total accident. But the waters are dangerous. The sea down here, you just don't give it one chance or it'll grab you. And that particular day, sadly, they got grabbed.
Ross Powell, who everyone called Po, was 71 and had been involved in countless rescues over the years. His son Andy was just 32. They were the first lifesavers to die while performing a rescue in Victoria. Both received posthumous bravery awards.
We learnt the hard way, I guess. We lost two of our very finest.
Po was one of Dave's oldest friends.
He was the heartbeat of the club in the early years, and it ripped the very heart out of the club. It ripped the heart out of the community. And we didn't know how to cope. We were just lost on that particular day and the days afterwards. But the community, to their credit in Port Campbell, put their arms around us. And we were able to handle the grief with their support.
Po's widow, Val, is still grappling with the enormous loss of her husband and youngest son.
I am so proud. I love them so much, but I wish I didn't have to share them, but I did. I had to share them.
Val and Po were married for 44 years and had 5 children together.
The currents that are in the Sherbrooke are just horrific.
He was very caring and I loved him very much. I always hoped that, we were going to live old together. And I feel like I've been robbed.
Both Po and Andy were also active volunteers in the State Emergency Service and their local fire brigade.
Like Ross and him were best mates, and sometimes I've thought if Ross died, and I don't know how Andy would have coped, and I don't know if Andy died, I don't know how Ross would have coped.
You lived with this and
Yes.
how they operated as volunteers. Can you understand why they felt they had to go out that day?
They just loved helping people. Someone made the comment that Ross would save the devil if he was in trouble.
Before he died, Andy was taking over the family's dairy farm from his dad. Adding to the heartbreak, he was about to become a father himself for the first time. 4 months after his death, his partner Amber gave birth to baby girl Frances.
Yeah, he was very excited. Frances is just like him. She's lovely.
It's hard to imagine how anyone deals with such tragedy.
People used to say to me, am I angry about it? I can't be angry about someone that your husband's going out to rescue, because they do it all the time. It's just part of their job. That's what they did.
3 years on, Val feels ready to publicly thank those who supported her family through the worst of times.
I honestly, I didn't think I'd last 12 months. And because I knew what I had to go through. I'm still dealing with it now.
through the help of friends and family, it's all helped me get to where I am now today. I could walk around this town now. I don't have to talk to anyone about what happened. They're just caring and there for you.
You know, we lost Po and Andy in sudden and tragic circumstances, and that really tore the heart out of the community. So it's fantastic today to be here on this wonderful new addition to the club.
The newly expanded deck is to be named in memory of two of its finest.
It's a material reminder of everything that Po and Andy meant to our organisation, and I'm sure we'll retell a lot of Po and Andy stories over many, many years on this fantastic new deck. Here's to Po and Andy.
Po and Andy.
Out of the tragedy, Val and the survivor of the rescue attempt, Phil Eunice, have come to share a special bond.
They did leave a big hole in the community, and this is going to go so much to filling that big hole, you know.
Yeah, it's a fitting tribute.
Yes.